Hey everyone, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to tell you about a little bit of an update, I suppose, about the bedroom renovation thing. So we're kind of making a plan right now, and after looking at a lot of Pinterest boards and just finding a lot of things that would be coherent, we're kind of now looking at really what type of wood we want to use. I still have not decided on which kind of wood because they're all different, some are more sturdy than others, and I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with it yet. But we have a bit of an average idea of what it's gonna look like, which if it works out, it's gonna be pretty epic to me anyway, with a little book nook and stuff. And hopefully a much better filming area than this is. Although this is quite a step up in my personal opinion from what I had over there, where I would usually do it next to the plants. Mainly because I just didn't like the background and this just fits me more. I do need to clean up over here. Okay, here we go again. If I think too much about it, it's not working, but it's over here. Yeah. Okay. Again, if I think too much, it just doesn't happen. But if I don't, I can do it normally. See? It's ridiculous, but okay. It's because the whole thing is reversed in the camera, and yeah, it just kind of feels weird. You should try it. However, so my budget isn't as big as you probably know, but it's big enough for the start anyway, and we're gonna do it every month. We just add, I suppose, to what it's gonna be in total, because there's a lot more that needs to happen with my room than previously thought, because it's not just gonna be the shelves, it's not just gonna be the bookcases and things like that. It's gonna be a little bit more of a project than that, because my dad moved into this apartment roughly 22 years ago. Yeah, something about 22 years ago, and the wallpapers have not been changed, and they are coming apart at the seams, which you can see in this room as well. But they are basically coming apart at the seams. It's yellowed due to my dad smoked a lot back then. He and his girlfriend both. So it's not really optimal, let's call it that. We also want to make some pretty cool designs on the wall itself. On itself. Probably painting something cool, but I'm not sure if I'm able to do that myself. I doubt it. I'm not an artist. I can draw pretty well, but when it comes to painting, no. So I'm probably gonna have to see if I can hire somebody. There's a lot of people around that would do something pretty epic, and yeah, so I'm gonna hopefully have an epic wall in my bedroom that will be coherent with the style that I'm going for. And I was thinking maybe cloud ceilings. I don't know if you've ever seen them before. You can find a lot of videos on YouTube, but there are these really cool cloud ceilings, and if you put LED lights in them and some speakers, you can basically make it sound as if there's a thunderstorm in your bedroom. Make it sound unseen, like there's a thunderstorm, right? So I'm kind of hoping to do something like that, because I absolutely love thunderstorms and rain. Not the severe kind, of course, not the actual dangerous, like super dangerous kind that you have in America, but just a light thunderstorm kind of thing. I absolutely love those, and you barely get those in the Netherlands anymore, at least where I live. It's actually kind of funny. If you look at the weather maps, whenever there's rain coming, it tends to just avoid us. It always goes through the middle section or the high section of the Netherlands, but here in the lower section, we often get mist, or it just goes right by, and we're like, God damn it. And if you know me, if you've watched my channel for a while, you know I try to collect rain for the plants. I have swamp plants, and the swamp plants cannot handle the water that's coming out of the faucets, because the water that we get from the faucets, basically, it has a lot of calcium in it, a lot of calcium, and those swamp plants, most plants are having issues processing this, but swamp plants in general, they just get clogged up. They cannot break it down as much, and it basically just kills them. So they need rainwater, which is why I'm collecting, but also because it's a really good boost for the rest of the plants. Whenever they get rainwater, you can really see a boost in color and a boost in just overall them being healthy. Even though my neighbors think I'm absolutely insane for hanging buckets on the railing of my balcony, yeah, they often stop by when I'm either taking them down or hanging them up, and then some of them have asked what they're for. Yeah, it's a little weird when I have to explain, and then they're like, okay then, crazy plant lady. I'm not a crazy plant lady. Most of the plants are my dad's, and the swamp plants were mine. But I don't have green thumbs, my dad does, and let's just say they nearly died under my care. So my dad has them now, and he has bonsai plants as well, by the way. Maybe I'll do another video on that in the future. So yeah, when it comes to my own bedroom though, I'm gonna go with fake plants, and I'm gonna go with probably a room. What's that thing called? I swear to God, it was on the tip of my tongue, but the moment I wanted to say it, it was gone. Little pots with scents, you know, a house scent basically is put sticks in them. You know what I'm talking about. I'm just being weird. But yeah, if you don't know this already, spiders absolutely hate the scent of menthol. So that's kind of what I'm going to be using in my room to keep them out, to keep them away from me, because I absolutely despise spiders, like a lot of people. But yeah, so I do have a bit of an epic plan going right now. Pretty sure before I changed to the ceiling thing, I was saying something else, but I forgot what it was about. Yeah, that's me. I'm sorry. I'm weird. I'm always weird. I'm always gonna be weird, and that's fine with me. But yeah, so it's coming together. It's quite a plan, and if you're wondering why it takes so long, that's because I only have a limited amount of time with my social worker every week. I only have 2 hours every appointment, which is every Wednesday, and unfortunately it is a bit difficult in that amount of time to really do a lot, but we're gonna take one day to completely do stuff in my bedroom, so it's not a big thing. But right now, yeah, 2 hours a week is gonna have to be enough. That is, of course, if I don't get sick or if she gets sick, because yeah, she wasn't here. No, this week she was here, but the week before that and the week before that she was homesick with a severe lung infection and a throat infection, which I think I might have. But it is what it is. But yeah, it's going pretty well. I have a really cool idea, and I'm considering, I don't know how I'm gonna organize the books yet. I know it's not gonna be in color, because no way in hell am I gonna split books up because of the color, because as you imagine, these work together. They're all accords of these are all accord of thorns and roses, and so the last thing I want to do is split them up because the colors are wrong. So that's not gonna happen. But I think I'm gonna do bookshelves or bookcases that will have fantasy, a bookcase for romantasy, a bookcase for thrillers, for horrors. You get the point. And then sort them out on author. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Now, I do technically, please forgive me for saying this, I absolutely hate soft covers because they're not very comfortable in my hands, and they're often just easier to mess up, if you know what I mean. Having corners, corner like bends and stuff like that, I absolutely hate it when that happens, and then at that point I just want to replace the book. So at some point I will also be trying to replace all of the soft covers that I have with hardcovers. Problem is, hardcovers are usually so much more expensive than the soft covers. So if you can see here, it's a Throne of Glass is over here, and those cost 120 for the full set, and which was fine. But they're soft covers, and I've looked at what they cost at hardcovers. They're at least 350 euros for the full set in hardcover. This is the out of print edition though, so I'm not gonna lie about that. It's not the cheap version, it's not the first version, it is the out of print edition. So to me that's as good as the collector's edition, because the collector's edition that recently came out, it looks like it has wallpaper on the covers. I don't know why. It's a bit weird, but I guess everybody likes something different. But yeah, so that's basically the plan, to change out all of the soft covers eventually for hardcovers, and then sell the soft covers, of course, because they won't be any use of me anymore. So yeah, and there are quite a few things that I'm still looking forward to getting. On one hand, I've been thinking about this for like a month. There is this seller on an online place where you can second-hand buy books called Marktplaats, and the seller has the Game of Thrones collection for as far as it is completed currently, and it's only 30 euro, and I've wanted to buy it, but it's not complete. You know, the last book still hasn't come out. It's not probably gonna come out because, yeah. But I'm kind of itching to get it, but also not, because I know I'm gonna be frustrated when I cannot read the last book. But yeah, it's that I want. Then I want the full Twilight set, because when I bought the Twilight books that I got now, they're in my bedroom, by the way. There's, I think, 4 books. It's Twilight, Eclipse, New Dawn, and Breaking Dawn. And that's what it was when it came out. But recently I found out that there's actually more books, which I didn't know about, but I'm itching to get those. Then I'm also thinking about the Percy Jackson novel, the Percy Jackson set. I also want those. I have the Lord of the Rings, but it's a soft cover. I want the hard covers. They're also very uncomfortable because they're these tiny softcover books that are really uncomfortable to read. They're also very, very thick. They're, yeah, I don't particularly like reading out of them. It's probably why I stopped halfway. So I want to get those. I do have the J.R.R. Tolkien books that were before that. Before The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Before that came The Silmarillion and I believe 3 or 4 other books. I do have those in my bedroom. Just forgot the names for a moment. Of course the Hobbit books, I also want those. I don't have those yet. Then I'm looking forward to, there's actually so many, now I'm thinking of it. The Inheritance games, Carnival. Basically everything you see on BookTok right now, mostly. But there's also a lot of books that are probably not on there that I do want. Yeah. And of course I'm gonna see if I can pre-order some things. If you don't know this yet, I believe in August or September there's a new set coming out for Twilight. A new collector's edition set. I don't know what, why and how. And before I end this, because it's already 16 minutes, before I end this, if you live in the Netherlands, I have one page that's called somanypages.com or .nl. I think it's .com. And this place will send you emails with the collector's editions that are coming up. They also have monthly book subscriptions. But they also have a lot of books that were collector's editions. Yeah. That you basically cannot get anywhere else. A little while ago, I got the Powerless series. I got Powerless, then I got Powerless, Reckless, Fearless, and Powerful. All of them collector's editions except for Fearless. Because where I usually would buy my books was bol.com, which is connected to Amazon, I believe. But I could not get the collector's edition of Fearless anywhere. Then I found so many pages where I did get the collector's edition, and so the book that I got, the non-collector's edition, I was able to give away to my social worker because she's also a big book fan, and she had the Powerless series on her wish list basically. So now she already has the third book. She only needs to buy the first, second now. First two. Powerful. Yeah, Powerful is a separate book technically in the same world about Adina and Mac, but long story. But yes, so that's my biggest tip. If you have issues finding collector's editions, try So Many Pages. I believe they also have second-hand stuff, second-hand books that have been turned in. I got one of my Watch Me books there. So that's great. So yeah. I'm sorry, this video got very long. Yeah. Anyways, that's my update for today. I'm gonna close off because I know that most people don't like watching at this point. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope that you somewhat enjoyed. Even though it's a bit of a weird video and it's kind of late already. It's gonna take a while to upload. But yeah, I wish you a very good night, a very good morning, a very good day, and a very good evening. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Oh, wait, no, tomorrow's Saturday. Hopefully I will see you on Monday. If not, it's okay. Anyway, I love you no matter what, and I will see you next time.